You're watching KOMO News.
Look, the impact on Washingtonians is significant now, and it's going to be significant in the coming days, and that is an understatement.
Washington Governor Bob Ferguson announcing a statewide emergency declaration in response to extreme flooding. Good afternoon, I'm Steve Solis. Ferguson says the next few days will be critical, and the state is doing everything possible to help those impacted. Today's declaration will seek federal funding to cover the response. The governor has also activated the National Guard for additional support. Several record high levels for rivers are expected on this KOMO weather warned day, and we are tracking it all with team coverage. KOMO's Jackie Kent is keeping an eye on the Snoqualmie River impacts as Natalie Fahmy fills us in from Snohomish County. First, though, we send it over to Chief Meteorologist Shannon O'Donnell. Shannon, quite the busy day.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not over yet. We are still in the middle of the second surge from this powerful atmospheric river. More steady rain, especially focused in the North Cascades this afternoon. That has led to devastating flooding coming out of that region right down into the valleys below, especially into the Skagit Valley. You can see this fetch of moisture and how it has not loosened its grip at all on western Washington. In fact, lifting closer to the Canadian border today and just pounding Skagit, Whatcom, and Snohomish counties in particular with that nonstop rainfall. Not just raining here in the lowlands, but also up to 8,000 feet over the Cascades. And therein lies the problem, because all of that precipitation is coming right back down the hillsides and into those river valleys below. Some of the rivers going to see higher water marks than we have ever recorded, particularly watching the Skagit. You can see how high we are going there around the town of Mount Vernon and upstream at Concrete as we head into the next 24 hours. The forecast is for the Skagit River at Concrete to hit 48 feet, just blowing out the former record in the books. Same for downstream at Mount Vernon, and most of these rivers cresting on Thursday. But again, that water has to work its way all the way down the river. So those closer to the sound, it takes longer to get to you. Mount Vernon will be cresting on Friday morning, 5 to 6 feet above the previous record level. Also getting close, the Snohomish River at Snohomish and the Skykomish getting very close to its former record there in the books at Gold Bar. I'll look at the several rivers that we have. In some point here, we had nearly 24 rivers under flood warnings in the state of Washington. Moderate to major river flooding still in the cards for so many of them. It's still gusty. We have an ongoing wind advisory for the gusts throughout today, 20 to 40 miles per hour, still leading to power outages and the chance for landslides as well. Steve will talk about how much rain we've seen in the last several days and how much more is yet to come through the end of the week, coming up in my next forecast.
Okay, Shannon, thank you. Near Carnation, the Snoqualmie and Told rivers are rising. Neighbors there are on high alert as there's already some flooding in unincorporated parts of King County right around Carnation. KOMO's Jackie Kent joins us live right now to show us exactly what's happening there. Jackie.
Steve, over the past few hours, we've seen countless people parking near the Tolt River right behind me just to see how fast that water is moving. The river expected to crest by about 10 p.m. tonight. We are told this area typically sees some flooding under this bridge area during big weather events, so people are also watching the water levels. Today, we also checked on road closures. Here's what we found. Right now, southeast Tolt Hill Road is closed where the Snoqualmie River has flooded over its banks and onto the street. At last check of the National Water Predicting Service maps, the Snoqualmie River is expected to move from the moderate into the major flood stage around 10 p.m. tonight and potentially stay there through Friday morning. Downtown Carnation looks more like a ghost town with very few people walking in the rain. People we talked to here near the Tolt River say they've done their grocery shopping in advance in case they need to hunker down at home. They are not concerned about flooding within city limits, but about being stuck in Carnation because many surrounding roads are closed. Now back out here live, City Manager Rhonda Ender believes the worst of the flooding is happening in those unincorporated areas around the city of Carnation, and that could be the worst of it could be over by late tomorrow night. But of course, she warns people be prepared in case that timeline does get extended as this weather event is ever changing. Tips like have an emergency kit, a flashlight, and as always, do not drive through water on the roads because it is very hard to gauge just how deep that water is. Coming up tonight at 5, we will hear from the city manager about how city crews are working with King County to monitor certain areas and also what the cleanup effort could look like. For now, live near the Tolt River near Carnation, Jackie Kent, KOMO News.
Jackie, thank you. Further east, WashDOT has shut down Highway 2 because of mud, rocks, and debris on the road in several locations. That closure zone runs from milepost 35 in the town of Index all the way to milepost 85 at Coles Corner just west of Leavenworth. It's almost a 50-mile stretch. There's no timeline, though, for when Highway 2 will reopen. Meantime, drivers hoping to drive along State Route 906 need to find an alternate route as well. Washington State Patrol says they've shared this photo with us. It shows this road completely washed out. The road runs parallel to Snoqualmie Pass, right in between the ski areas. WashDOT also says a portion of I-90 eastbound is now closed off. It begins near the Snoqualmie Casino and runs all the way through North Bend. Up north, the Skagit River is also getting dangerously close to homes. County officials are asking those in low-lying, flood-prone areas to evacuate. The areas recommended include Rockport, Hamilton, Marble Mount, and Concrete. People in the 100-year floodplain, they should also be prepared for an evacuation notice within the next 24 hours. Communities along rivers are watching these rising river levels very closely. KOMO's Natalie Fahmy is in Snohomish County with a look at the flooding that's already causing some serious problems.
I'm in Everett at Langus Park, where the rain has been coming down all day long. Back here behind me, the Snohomish River levels have been rising significantly. Puddles on the road as well, with the worst yet to come. Rain is falling fast in Snohomish County, creating flooded roads and a rising river. You can see rocks here that disappeared underwater in no more than 20 minutes thanks to the rainfall, plus logs floating down the river and piling up. Couple the rising river with fast rain and whipping winds.
Wind speeds that wouldn't normally be a problem could topple trees, and we're exceeding the landslide thresholds. So we're at increased risk for landslides throughout the county.
Look out for common signs of a landslide, like a crack in the road or windows and doors not opening like they used to. If you see a sign, evacuate and call 911 immediately. Snohomish County Emergency Management Director Lucia Smith says they're gathering all departments together to keep things under control best they can.
And we need the public's help to ensure that the community is also taking the steps that they can to minimize their exposure to the hazard.
And that means doing things like clearing storm drains to prevent urban flooding as much as possible and avoiding flooded roads, whether there's a road closed sign or not.
The most common cause of death during a flooding event is people who try to drive through water on roads, and we have had to do a number of car rescues.
If you do need a safe, warm, and dry place to stay, the Red Cross is going to be at the fairgrounds. You can also take your livestock to the fairgrounds as well. Again, the Snohomish River levels rising significantly in just a few hours. In Everett, I'm Natalie Fahmy, KOMO News.
On the east side in North Bend, a KOMO viewer sent us photos of the moment east side fire and rescue crews brought 3 adults with limited mobility as well as a dog to safety. It happened on the middle fork of the Snoqualmie River right after their home flooded. Thankfully, no one was hurt. According to the National Water Prediction Service, the water was around 15 feet at the time. If you do have any video or photos of major flooding in your area, we would like to see them as well. You can scan the QR code here on your screen to submit online, or even visit KOMOnews.com and click on the Chime In tab at the top of the page. Take a look at this video here of water rushing down Snoqualmie Falls. The video here on your left shows how high the water level has gotten in just the past week compared to what it normally looks like. The video there on the right was taken back in February. The National Weather Service says the falls is expected to hit a depth of 19 feet tonight, and if that happens, it would be the deepest since 1986. Keep it right here on KOMO News. Into tomorrow morning, we expect to see some of the biggest impact from this historic flooding in the early morning hours. So we will be live beginning at 4 a.m. with our crews fanned out across western Washington.